Oh my god, Gangle got the funniest possible
What
one.
does Gangle have?
Being able to beat people up with a claw.
With the claw hammer!
Just the fact that counts as a superpower. It's just a hammer. Gangle with a hammer. What crimes will they commit?
Wanna be a wannabe? Like and subscribe. The Amazing Digital Circus. But how amazing is it?
It's so amazing that we are not alive.
And that's the title, and that's the other title.
And that's the name of the channel.
We're here, in case you don't know the Amazing Digital Circus, you absolutely do. You know it better than you know us.
I met a kid at the petrol station who was playing with a Pawn Me doll. And I said, "Is that Pawn Me?" And she was like, "Yes, I love Pawn Me. Pawn Me, my favorite." And she was 6 years old. Everybody knows about the Amazing Digital Circus.
It's from the same place as Murder Drones, which we did a video on the channel as well. Glitch.
Glitch is Australian, by the way. So if you like Australian-made web animation that's like a little bit weird and quirky, check out Starship Q-Star, which is based on the podcast by Megan May and Lauren Anderson, two incredibly cool people who I am happy to call my friends. They had me on to do cleanup, line art, and color for the Starship Q-Star animated webisodes. Give them a nice comment, leave a like, and if it gets enough attention, maybe we can move on from webisodes to do like a full half-hour animated series, which would be rad because that would mean that I would have a job.
Yeah, but outside of your animation work, you do have a show that you're show running, an indie audio drama that a lot of people in our audience are probably familiar with.
Yeah, if you like the Amazing Digital Circus and you look at Pawn Me and you're like, damn, she's just like me for real, I have another fail woman for you, and it's Colette from the Kingmaker Histories.
The image is on screen, you know the one.
Yeah, the picture is on screen. If you love girls that are just having a bad time, listen to the Kingmaker History.
Speaking of characters who are having a bad time, the Amazing Digital Circus, the appeal of it from the one pilot episode that's out right now, it is colorful, wacky digital characters that exist in a constant state of being tormented and put through different unusual circumstances.
Yes. The Gooseworks really was like, I'm gonna draw these little guys, and by God, I'm gonna put them in some situations.
I mean, I personally am a huge fan of the Gooseworks animation Little Run mode.
Yeah, from what I am not familiar with Gooseworks' other work. This is...
I'm Squarely Dan's.
From what I understand, Gooseworks is a bit of a weirdo, and I love that. I love when people who are just genuine freaks get to make the song that is in their heart.
This is genuine freak media. This is like, let's toy with some strange characters. It's surreal, it's existential, it's weird, and we thought our video on it should be putting these characters through another circumstance that none of them are prepared for.
Okay, yeah, so let's say that a meteor, like Riverdale style, there is a comet that is passing through Earth's orbit, and it gives everyone superpowers.
It's a digital comet in the digital world.
It's a digital comet in the digital world?
We're going to be generating random superpowers for each of them to see if they can avert some sort of incoming catastrophe, may or may not be related to the meteor. But I think we have to begin with the host of the show, Caine. I think the question with Caine is, do these powers replace all the other stuff he can do? And if so, I think that's funnier.
Yeah, I think it is. Invisible strike. The power to strike with invisibility. I don't know what that means.
So Caine can now just mess with you when it's like,
I'm not touching you.
I'm not touching you.
Is this bothering you?
You'd never know.
Out of all of the characters on that show, he's the most fun to imitate.
He is. And the thing is, he's already reality warper god in The Thing, so giving him basically like a more like streamlined shonen-fied version of the Invisible Man's powers is just terrifying to me.
Ridiculous.
We all knew this moment was coming. Pomni, the poor suffer girl herself, the clown girl that her on screen is already leading to some very interesting comments.
Solar whip generation. Okay, that kind of rules.
Wait, that means Pomni is generating
so
whips
it's like a whip of light.
The pure solar energy? of the sun?
Yeah.
But the sun's a character in the Digital Circus. Did Pomni talk to the sun and gain the blessing of the sun?
Maybe she killed the sun. She had enough.
She either, like, killed the sun because she had enough, or she killed the sun by accident, and these powers remind her every day of what she's done.
You know what? That is very in character for Pomni. Alright, so Pomni has a solar whip, which I think would be if...
That's pretty top tier, honestly.
That is an absolutely sick power.
We gotta give a power to Bubble. Absolute freak that Bubble is.
Ionic capacitor? The power to absorb and store ionic energy for later use. What is ionic energy?
Don't worry about it. They're storing it for later.
This is made up to me.
This needs to happen right now. It's just if there's ions, they are stored.
Just saving them for a rainy day. I took physics in high school. I don't remember half of that shit, but I'm just imagining like Bubble just like licks ions off of things and takes their ions by licking them.
I know what that is. I know.
I was gonna say it. I'm glad you said it.
Yeah.
Give me
exactly.
another one.
I can be the fool. Speaking of the fool, we have Gangle.
Oh my god, Gangle got the funniest possible
What
one.
does Gangle have?
This is the funniest thing I've ever seen.
Oh no! What is it?
Claw hammer proficiency.
Claw?
The power to be a master of wielding a claw hammer. So it's basically just being able to beat people up with the claw
With the claw hammer!
I am casting throw hammer at your face. Users, either innately or through training, is a master of wielding claw hammer.
Don't make me bring out my claw hammer.
The claw, just the fact that counts as a superpower. It's just a hammer. It's just a claw hammer.
Yeah, like, I'm pretty sure there is no level of proficiency that I would be able to have with any of the tools in my house that I could say, yeah, I have a superpower. It's, if you need any nails hammered in, I'm there. If you need them removed, I have the claw end.
Hey, Gus, do you want to know the names of some known users of the claw hammer?
Oh, please.
Okay. Shishiba from Sakamoto Days.
Mm-hmm.
Seiji Hotokeyama from Mission Yozokara family. Fix-It Felix Jr. from Wreck-It Ralph. And Clemson Galt from Dexter.
Oh my god. Those are very different users.
And now we're gonna add to this list
Gangle.
Gangle with a hammer. What crimes will they commit? I don't know what Gangle's pronouns are.
From Gangle to an actual, like, already inherently agent of chaos, we have Jax.
Is Jax a Tumblr sexy man? I think he's approaching.
I think he's on the line. He's voiced by Michael Kovac, so, like, automatically, it's gonna come with the territory a little bit.
So Jax's power is swinging, not as a sex thing, you dirty birds. Like how Spider-Man does, like swinging on a rope.
On just anything?
Like the examples it's giving. Okay, known users.
Donkey Kong, I imagine.
Yeah.
This is just anybody who has swung, like, even if it's not their main power, because it's like they've got Elastigirl on here and Indiana Jones.
As a child on the playground, I was known far and wide for my amazing swinging
ability.
People would tremble and they'd be like,
Blake from Ruby, hi
Yo!
girl.
I love the idea of just like the kids gather round, they see Jax swinging through the air, and they're like, how does he do it? We could never touch a rope-like object and move from one place to another on a trajectory thanks to gravity and momentum. It's impossible! It's his superpower!
Don Quixote Don Flamingo is on here? When does he do that? I guess he does it with his... Oh, via threads. Okay, I haven't met him in the anime yet. Please be nice to me in the comments. Oh, and then basically everyone in Attack on Titan.
Jax with 3D maneuver gear is a little too much mobility for this agent of chaos.
Too much mobility.
Next up, let's go with Ragatha.
Weak force embodiment?
Oh,
What?
Wait, she's the weak nuclear force?
The weak nuclear force.
What does the weak one do?
The only time this has ever been used. Oh my god, only one known user of this power.
Who?
What is this? What is Dota 2? the force of radioactive elements.
That's busted.
Ragatha has become an avatar of the
Maybe
extinction.
Ragatha gave everyone else superpowers from, like, radiation control.
Yeah, she was the one that the comet hit. The comet hit her. And now she's nuclear Ragatha.
We've got Zooble.
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 The one that looks like...
Oh, what are those called?
What were those toys? Face erasing! Oh my god!
You know Zooble's gonna use that on Jack's first thing.
The power to erase one's own or others' facial features.
That's, like, overpowered with the rest of the cast, maybe with the exception of Gangle, who has multiple faces. Like, how many faces can you erase in one go?
Gangle's got a backup.
Before Gangle gets you with the hammer. Next up is my personal favorite character, who I love, and every second that he's on screen, I'm like, yes, the one true king, Kinger.
Spiritual perfection!
Spiritual perfection?
What does that mean? Why is the quote? The page quote is from Jesus! The page quote is, "Be ye therefore perfect, even as your Father which in heaven is perfect." Matthew 5:48. The ability to be spiritually perfect, become pure, and gain a variety of abilities. What abilities? I love how vague the superpower
Meg,
wiki is.
Kinger already had this power. Like, he was already a spiritually pure being. Like, this just reinforces it. It was fate. We must revoke all other religions. Pledge our loyalty to Kinger.
Known users, alright?
Jesus Christ.
Sephiroth, Final Fantasy VII Remake. Buddhism. This is the best wiki ever. I love the superpower wiki with my whole heart.
But yeah, that about wraps it up. I think this was a fun scenario. We'll see if people enjoyed giving random superpowers to these characters.
Maybe we'll do this with other franchises. That'd be the kind of unhinged shit that Gus and I do on this channel. Wait, we forgot Kaufmo. I'm gonna do.
Exactly.
I'm gonna assign one for Kaufmo. Life Force combat.
That could have come in handy.
What does that
Using the
mean?
power of Life Force to combat others.
The opposite of Death Force combat. What? What is Death Force combat? The ability to combine Death Force. What is Death Force? What is Death Force? I'm terrified. I'm terrified. Is this out there in the world?
No, it died with Kaufmo.
I have never consumed any of the media that is listed here. I have never seen this
power
used.
of Death
I
Force.
have never seen this power used in anything. It's so scary to me to imagine Death Force. What is Death Force? What is it?